Author Cleveland Armory once said, "What this world needs is a new kind of army, an army consisting of kind people." What does it mean to meet people where they're at? What does it mean to practice radical kindness and acceptance while maintaining personal boundaries? These are a few of the questions that run through my head as I lead street outreach every Tuesday and Thursday with the Harm Reduction Action Center. Street outreach consists of volunteers going into high drug traffic areas and offering people services such as syringe access and naloxone trainings. Each week, I lead a team of volunteers into these areas with the goal of finding people who need our services but are unable to come into our center due to physical or geographic restrictions. Often, the phrase, "meet people where they're at," is meant to convey that people should accept others as they come to them. Street outreach is impactful because we're physically meeting people in areas with a lack of resources and offering them services they otherwise would not have access to. This exchange has led to an increase in camaraderie and trust between participants and myself. Over time, I've grown very comfortable with this role, but there is one experience that will stick with me forever. During the training phase, on a hot August day, I accompanied my coworker Teresa to an area near the Cherry Creek Trail. After a 20-minute walk down the trail, we saw a group of people who might need our services. "Hi, we're with the Syringe Access Program. Do any of you need our services?" asked Teresa. Some requested sterile supplies, while others did not want the resources we offered. Next, we continued walking down the trail. While walking, we saw another group of people of varying ages hidden below bushes. They had all of their belongings next to them, a regular sight during outreach. The group consisted of a woman and a few men. Teresa asked if we could climb down to the area they were at, and one of the group members agreed. As we got down to their location, we asked them if they needed sterile equipment, water, socks, or snacks. The men said yes, but my attention was on the woman. She was frail and shy. While we signed her up as a participant for our syringe access program, she began to tell us stories from her life. She shared about living in homelessness, experiences with sex work, and being treated poorly by medical staff. During this conversation, I felt uncomfortable because I did not know the right words to say to comfort her. Reflecting back on this experience, I realized that being quiet and listening was the most impactful thing I could do for both of us. This interaction occurred during my first few weeks in Denver. It was difficult to emotionally process because I was adjusting to a new life away from being a college student and a Chicago resident. This situation put me completely out of my comfort zone. The woman's reality was much different than mine, and the interaction left me feeling uncomfortable and angry at the societal structures that made it impossible for people to survive in these situations. In that moment, all I could do was listen, affirm her, and be kind to her. There is power in kindness, and there is power in empathy. At that moment, on that hot August day, I was meeting this woman where she was at physically and mentally while treating her with the dignity all humans deserve. Street outreach is the opportunity to reach the most alienated of a marginalized population. In these moments, we recognize our own mutual humanity and empower others. It's a chance to look someone in the eye and say, "I see you." As my time with the Harm Reduction Action Center comes to an end, I will look back on situations like this that forced me to get out of my comfort zone and practice radical kindness and acceptance.